Hi YouTube. Video today is going to be about this Mac Classic 2. I recently picked it up on eBay. I accidentally won an auction for 6 computers for £36 and this was one of them. It was listed as non-functional, which I kind of expected because of its age. The seller, when I was talking to him, had already removed the hard drive, and I'd explained that possibly the battery may have exploded on the inside and caused some damage, but he said that because he'd been inside he could see no corrosion, so that kind of filled me with a bit of hope. Unfortunately, when you power it on, you get this Samazi-Mak, which is the strange lines on the screen, and that's basically 9 times out of 10 the capacitors on the motherboard need replacing. So I've ordered some, they're on the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to desolder the existing capacitors off the motherboard and hopefully swap them out and get a working machine. Now, I have taken the motherboard out and I have washed it in a bath of IPA, hoping that it was just some residue on the motherboard, but that didn't make any difference. So if I turn it on, you'll notice it doesn't chime, and after a few moments you get some funny lines on the screen. So let's turn it on. There we go. So basically, with the capacitors on these machines, what's displaying on screen is the contents of memory, and because the capacitors are bad, the memory has been corrupted from what I understand. So it's just a case of swapping them out. Now, I've taken the PRAM battery out as well. Luckily that hadn't leaked. So the date on that one is, I think it was 1992. So that was in good condition. There's some extra memory modules just there. But let's take out the motherboard and have a quick look at the motherboard. So on these machines, there's basically 3 cables. There's the power connection right in the middle there with those coloured cables. There's a floppy drive cable just there. Normally the hard drive is mounted here, and there's a SCSI cable that goes just here onto the motherboard, but that's there already because the hard drive has been taken out. And then there's a Molex connection which provides the power to the hard drive. But to remove the motherboard, you literally take the 3 cables out, and then you should be able to slide this out. It's not actually screwed in or anything, so this may be a bit difficult with one hand. I'll give it a go. Okay, that was easy with 2 hands. So the motherboard should just now slide out. There's little rails inside. So a quick look at the motherboard. It's nice and clean now. It was quite dusty. There was some, these are the built-in RAM chips. So the machine, well, the motherboard has 2 megabytes of onboard memory, and then we have 2 30-pin SIMs here. So these, to me, I believe are 1 meg. So I think the machine had 4 in total. It supports up to 10, so I've ordered 2 4 meg SIMs from Silicon Insider, those nice purple ones. I've ordered a new PRAM battery, which I've got, so that'll go in there. These are the ROM modules just here. Now, I haven't taken them out and reseated them. Some people say that that's a good idea, but I don't want to put them back in the wrong order, and I don't want to burn them out by accident. So yeah, there was on this RAM chip here, there was quite a bit of electrolyte and some corrosion and around these capacitors here. So basically what I need to do is I need to remove these capacitors, this one, these ones and these ones. I think there is 16 in total, 15 or 16, I haven't counted, but I've ordered them and they should be on their way shortly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and desolder these, clean up, make sure I haven't ripped up any pads, see what's under these capacitors, if there's any gunk that might need cleaning off with some IPA, and we'll see how we get on. So you'll join me momentarily in the shed with the soldering iron. Well, as luck would have it, the postman's literally just been and dropped off my capacitors, so hurrah. Now these I believe are 1 microfarad capacitors. Now I couldn't order the same ones, these like barrel style, so I've had to order these. Now I am very worried about doing this. I'm not particularly brilliant at soldering, so I'm hoping not to mess it up. Anyway, see you in the shed. Right, we're in the shed. Apologies for any wind noise or birds. So, get me tweezers. So the plan is just to heat up the capacitors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there's 17, 12, 19, 20, 21, 22. Right, I'm not going to worry about the capacities just yet. I just want to get rid of these capacitors. But I'm going to quickly just check which ones I need to remove, because I don't remember having to remove these ones. Okay, there's an annoying pigeon, so sorry. These 3 here, I'm not going to remove, because I was just checking on the internet and my board is slightly different to the picture, which is a little bit irritating. Okay, enough talking, let's just give this a try. So I'm going to start. Can we see on the camera I'm starting? No, there we are. So my soldering iron's nice and warm. I'm literally just going to be applying some heat to this pad. This might be a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. wish I had a reflow station. What I'm worried about is not heating it up and pulling off the pads off the solder pads. Well, that's lifted on that side. Hey. Okay, so we have one off. Let us put some flux on. I dislike this flux. And let's just clean it up and see what horrible damage I've done. Let us just try sucking up. Well, I think that looks pretty good for a first attempt. I don't know where the capacitor's gone. There it is. How's that coming up on camera? So, slightly awkward to get off. But, let us try a second one. Now I have seen people saying, oh, apply some additional solder. And then other people saying, don't bother. So I'm trying that don't bother approach currently. I'm just trying to heat up the one side of the capacitor and slowly bend it away. And then heat up the other side, hoping not to pull the traces up. And my soldering iron's a bit dirty. Right, let's try the other side. Taking a lot more heat than I thought it would. Okay. I don't like these tweezers. Let's try another pair. Now these are a bit thicker. I'm hoping. Yes, that's better. Okay, that was a lot easier. Let us try this side. Okay. Hey. Right, I'm just going to go and scare that pigeon off because it's annoying me. Okay, the pigeon's gone. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put some flux on just here. I am going to get my solder wick. I'm just going to try and clean up this mess. Okie dokie, 2 removed. I'm going to carry on removing the other ones, and then hopefully you'll be back. Well, I'll be back with some good news.